For some of us that has this conviction that they don't steal in the house of God, it is high time you start changing that mentality, because a lot of things are happening in the church that we are not aware of. A lot of things are happening in the church that we are not aware of. Now, some of you will be like, when they go to church, they will be like, this is the house of the Lord, and nothing happens. Yes, it's understood that the church you went to or you are currently attending is the house of God. But trust me, even the devil goes to church. Some pastors today are evil. Some of them are evil. Some of them are thieves. Now, I don't want to go too far to what does not concern this video. I want to talk about the stealing that has been happening in the church. Now, one of my friends, her name is Emily. Emily went to church. Okay, when she went to church, she went there. She has been going to church with this full conviction that in the house of the Lord there's nothing like criminality. In the house of God there is nothing like stealing. To shock her, the last Sunday when she went to church, something different happened. There was this brother who was looking so brotherly. He had his Bible. He had everything that is required for you to appear decent in the house of the Lord. He looked so sweet. So this brother came to church. Emily was sitting here, and he came in and sat at the right hand side, and they both greeted. He smiled at Emily, and Emily smiled back at him. While the preaching was going on, everybody was in the spirit. During the time of the worship and what have you, everybody felt the spirit. They were praising and thanking God, praying and so on. Then when it got time for Thanksgiving, time for offering, Emily got up, left her purse on the seat, believing that the uncle will also join her to go give his offering. Then when she stood up, he smiled at her, pushing backward for she to pass so that she can pass. Emily had the conviction that this brother does not have money, or maybe to put in the offering or something. So she just smiled and left, innocently, without having anything in mind. Now, after Emily has finished putting her offering, Emily came back. To her greatest shock, her purse that she left closed was open. The brother that was sitting at her right hand side was no longer there. So she quickly went to her bag, opened it, and lo and behold, her iPhone 14 was no longer there. Emily's iPhone was no longer there. A phone she bought so expensive, that phone was no longer there. She started looking around to see if she could see the brother, but unfortunately, the brother he's no longer in the church. So she patiently waited for the service to come to an end. Then she met one of the ushers and narrated her ordeal to the usher. The usher was like, unfortunately, our cameras there in the church don't work. And this brother you are trying to describe, we don't know him. We've not seen him before. I think he's attending our church for the very first time. Emily was mad because that phone they gave it to her on her birthday. And a very expensive phone at that. A very expensive phone. So what am I trying to say? If you go to the house of the Lord, nobody's telling you not to go with your phone. Okay? But while you are going there with your phone, try as much as possible to be security conscious. If you must leave your seat, ensure that you're leaving not just with your phone, leave with your bag. If you're going to give offering, carry everything. In my church over here, the Catholic priest used to tell us during the time of Black Factory, if you are coming to give your offering, even though you are carrying Ghana Must, you brought a very big bag to the church, carry it and come and give your offering. Because I am not ready to hear or pay attention to any complaint that somebody lost his or her property. I'm not ready to listen to that. So if a priest can warn you against that, that is to tell you the level at which the criminality has gone. They are not even afraid of God anymore. They are not afraid of God anymore. So you need to be security conscious. When you find yourself in the church, go to church and worship God. While you're worshiping God, try as much as possible to be security conscious. Be conscious of the person sitting close to you. Be very, very conscious of the person sitting close to you. Be observant. While you are praying and thanking God, also be observant of your environment. I hope this video helps. Do well to take good care of yourself, and God bless you and your family. Don't forget to be security conscious even in the house of the Lord. I will see us again in our next video. Subscribe to this channel.